Hello, everyone. All right, I'm here. Just gonna wait a few minutes, a few seconds. Okay, so here we go. Um, so you are wondering, we are at the end of the year. We really think about it. We about to enter the last 3 months of the year, which is the last quarter, and we almost entering um to the next year. So where does that put us with the real estate? I know that a lot has happened. The markets are not where buyers want to be. It's not where sellers want it to be. Things are not selling too quick. Rates are not too low. Well, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about basically what should we be expecting, and how is the market right now. How's the market right now? The Feds just came out a few days ago saying what they said, which I'm gonna show that to you guys, and where your mind should be. Okay. So that's very important, and that's why many people don't are not trying to sell, are not trying to purchase, because they don't know. It's been a emotional roller coaster for many of us, including myself. I gotta deal and try to educate sellers and buyers, just like you, even investors. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to be hearing me talk too much, but let's go and let's see how the month of August compares to to other months, to last year. Let me see. Okay, 1 second here. uh okay, it's acting up. Give me 1 second. There you go. Okay, here we go. The so let's go. You see right here the categories. They're comparing August of 2023 to August of 2024. Properties that total property sales compared to 23 to this month. I mean last month have dropped. Right. We need it's about a thousand 1,200 properties compared differences. That's 11.2, a negative uh, 11.2 of a difference. You as a regular consumer probably don't see much difference. Total value, I honestly, you know, I don't know if this has any effect on any of you. Um, but total active listings, this is when things get a little bit for my sellers, right? If you're a seller, this might be more interested to you, and buyers as well. They were in the year of last year month August, 37,000 active listings. Those are sellers looking to sell their properties, right? Compared to this year, it went up, and that's a lot more. Like if you see the stat next to it, it's 29.3%, right? So that means there's more options. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, we'll dive into that once I'm done with this. Um, and then it says single family homes, right? There's a difference of negative 8.3. So that's less than 1,000, right? Single family homes sales, right? This is properties that sold, right? So basically, last month, 2023, sold more. I mean, last year of August sold more than last month of this August. Okay. And then the average price of homes went down. No, correction, went up a bit. not too much, which is fine. And then the median sales price it went down, not a lot for me. I consider that almost the same. And then inventory sales, single family home inventory. Now this is really important for my sellers. Okay, how long, sellers always ask, how quick can you sell my home? How long is it staying? Here's your answers. The average home right now is staying for at least 4.5 on the markets months, right? So 4.5 months in the market. So you're looking at almost 5 months. So after the fourth month, probably you might see some movement, but that's how long you should be expecting. And this number comes back up, total active listings. Those two for me go hand in hand, because if this number keeps going up, right, uh, that means that buyers are taking their sweet time on purchasing, which affects everybody. If you really think about it, it affects everybody. Economy will be taking their sweet time. Buyers are taking their sweet time, and then that means the economy is not moving. So that's something that you should take in consideration. That's why it's super important that when you are gonna list, you list accordingly. Don't try to go against the market, because against the market, it's a big no-no. I'm telling you, it's a big no-no, and you probably end up losing. That's what I tell my clients. Let's price a property correctly, so this way we're not spending too much time on the market. And then in the bottom, you will see single family pending sales. This 2023 we had 7,000, and then for last month we had 8,000, right? These are properties that are in the process of being sold. This is good. Those numbers are good. It just means that more people are becoming active. Okay, that's the market report of what's going on, comparing last year August to last month of August. Of course, guys, if you have any questions, you could always shoot me a comment. I'll be more than happy to reach out. We could even have a one-on-one consultation, so this way you know what to expect. This is whether you're selling or you're buying. Okay, moving forward, we could even go ahead and look at the weekly charts. We'll go through it really quick, so you could understand what's happening here. The blue line is this year, 2024, and the yellow line is 2023. And this is new listings. And like we saw the chart before, this year there are way more new listings than last year. Okay. And that's a good thing, that the more people are willing to sell. However, it seems that according to the other chart, they staying longer. Once you give somebody too much options, they kind of don't know what to pick. If you don't believe me, give a kid, your son, your nephew, whoever, multiple options, whether they want to go to Chuck E. Cheese, Urban Air, or the park, or something else. They're gonna have a hard time and to choose. And that's exactly what is happening. Buyers are taking their time. But why are they taking their time? Because compared to a few years ago, people were buying houses. People wouldn't stay on the market for a long time. But let's continue with this, and we're gonna answer that question as well. Okay, pendings. This is right here. People that are in the process of purchasing a home. This is, you can see it right here. The blue is this year. So you see that even though there's more listings, people were taking a faster decision last year compared to this year, because you see the line, more properties were going pending. Okay, properties off markets. This is little closing rates. This is how the amount of people that are closing. This is, remember guys, this is per week snaps at the length of the year. So that's why the blue line has not finished. So as of right now, there's been more closings last year than today, as you see it right now, right? Okay. So before we get into what the Fed said, right? I want you to listen to this, right? A lot of people, if you read this right here, when the Fed cuts rates, a lot of people, a lot of agents, no, a lot of consumers, sellers and buyers think that because the Fed are gonna cut rate, that means that your mortgage is gonna go down. That's no, because you're probably on a fixed rate and that's not gonna happen. But what about if you're a buyer that are in the process of buying? That means the Fed's cut rates. That means that your the rate that your lender gave you is gonna go down. Not, it doesn't work that way. And it says it right here. If you could Google it, it does not have a direct impact. The question, oh, I'm sorry. The question was, do rates go down when the Fed cut rates? Right? It does not have a direct rate. It doesn't impact mortgage rates directly, right? And then you can continue reading that. So understand that it's more like a trickle effect. It's like a domino effect, right? It feeds from each other. But let's see. I want you to listen to this, right? Let's see. Let's see. Oh no, it's not loading, guys. I wanted to show you when Mr. Powell's was asked a question about the rates, and it seems that it's not loading. And I wanted you to hear his response, that he's fully aware that it's not happening as they expected to. Let me see if it comes back. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get it to where he's asked the question about the rates. Okay, I think it's around right here. So let's see if I could get this going. Apologies for that it's taking. Let's see. Would it play?
I just would love to know kind of how the committee is thinking about the persistence we've seen in housing inflation. Do you think you can return to 2% with housing inflation where it is? Yeah.
So housing inflation is the one piece that is kind of dragging a bit, if I can say. We know that market rents are doing what we would want them to do, which is to be moving up at relatively low levels. But they're not rolling over. The leases that are rolling over are not coming down as much, and OER is coming in high. So, it's been slower than we expected. I think we now understand that it's going to take some time for those lower market rents to get it.
All right, guys. So the question was, the market is not really responding to the real estate market is not really responding to these changes, and he acknowledges that they are not. Yes, he included the leases that they're not coming down, but I could tell you right now, prices are not coming down when it comes to sales of home sales. Like they did come down, but they didn't come down as many of us expected. You know, so he's acknowledging it. So therefore, that's something that you should take in consideration when you hear this from the feds. Okay, so that's something to think about. Now, to put it into perspective, right? Let me show you this. No, those are the rates. Those are the current rates, and we'll come down for this. The number one question I always get, right, is whether I should wait or I should not wait. So I went ahead and I did some draft up some numbers so you guys for you guys to visualize. So here you can see what will happen, if you wait for rates to come down, right? If you see that video, if you go back and look at that video, their goal is to bring rates even lower, right? Lower than what they are now. I heard people they would probably go back to 4%. I'll be lying to you if I knew, but right here, if you purchase right now a property that is 340 at an interest rate of 6.09, down payment will be 3.5, right? That will be an estimated of your mortgage payment, right? Now, if you wait for it to go even lower, that means that yes, your rate will go low. Congrats for waiting. However, you're purchasing a home that will cost more. What people forget is, it says right there, lower rates equals higher prices. Understand that once rates go down, that means that enables more people to purchase. So that is something for you to think about, for you to just look at your situation right now and tell yourself, speak to your lender, speak to your realtor, tell me what I need to do to prepare myself, and start preparing yourself to purchase now, not to purchase when rates go down. If by the time you are ready, rates are down, well, then that's a situation that you're gonna have to deal then. Nobody should be trying to convince you to purchase. Nobody should be trying to make you do anything. It needs to come from you. Once you're ready, call your realtor. If you don't have a favorite realtor, then you might want to call me. And I'll be more than happy to help you. If you're out of state, maybe you watching this video and you somewhere else, I have a big network that could assist you with in your location. But the main point here is that sometimes waiting is not the best scenario. I always remember this client of mine that I met, I think it was 8 years ago. He was from California. Nothing against my Californian people. He wanted to wait. He wanted to wait on a property because he felt that the market was going to come down. If we look 8 years after that, I don't think waiting was his best decision. Now, am I saying that the market is never going to come down, that prices are never going to come down, that nothing's going to change? Yes, God willing, something like this would happen. But just remember that once rates go down, that means that a lot more people, you're going to be competing with a lot of people, and that competition itself is going to cause that the prices of home go up. So you're going to be back at square one. And looking at these numbers, your down payment is going to be higher and your monthly is going to be higher. So stop focusing on the rate. Stop focusing and focus on how much you're going to be saving, So guys, I hope this was somewhat educational. If you have any topics that you will want me to cover, I'll be more than happy to help you out, or I'll be more than happy to speak about them, to educate you. And I feel that many sellers and many buyers go on this journey without being educated, which leads to failure. So that will be all for today. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Till next time, this is Danny signing off. Bye.